ladies, so today we're going to talk about hair care. You can shower in the morning or in the evening, it really doesn't matter, but I'm showering in the morning today so that I can do this whole thing in video and show you guys how to take care of your hair. I like to, before I shower, do a little scalp oil, which is why I look like I could be teaching potions at Hogwarts right now. I use this scalp oil. I think it's really nice for keeping your hair thick and keeping your scalp nice and healthy. And then it's always a good idea to sleep in a braid or two braids, just really loose to avoid breakage. So I'm gonna go ahead and take my braids down. You always want to be really gentle when you're touching your hair. I'll show you how I oil my scalp. About that much, and I go down my part. And then I get kind of back here. And then there should be still some left. And put it back. And then I like to use, you can use your hands, or this thing is from Amazon and I really like it. And just really gently kind of massage it in. And I find that this really helps keep my scalp nice and healthy, and it's supposed to help with hair fallout, to prevent too much hair falling out. And if you have thinning hair or something, which none of you ladies do, your children, but you know, now that I'm gonna be 27, and I've had a baby and stuff, my hair is, I noticed, was a little thinner than it was when I was a kid, so I think this really helps keep my hair nice and thick. And just kind of massage it into your scalp. I like to also flip my hair over and do this just to get some blood flow to the scalp. And if you're using your hands, you're massaging in like this, not like this, because that's going to tangle your hair, but really just moving your scalp. So I'm grabbing my scalp and going like that, and occasionally just massaging your temples, massaging that scalp, just getting in there, just getting that blood flow to the scalp, and that's going to really help keep everything nice and healthy up there and stimulate those hair follicles to increase growth. So what we're going to do now is detangle your hair. You have a couple of options. A wide tooth comb is always really good. This is what I use when I get out of the shower, and this is disgusting. I do clean it. It's just 500 years old. It is what it is. And then a wet to straight brush, I think is what it's called. This is like a knockoff version. You can get them anywhere. This is really nice. I think when your hair is dry, I like to use that. So what I do to detangle my hair, again, very gently, always gently. You never want to be ripping through your hair. Start at the ends. Get rid of any tangles there, and then move your way up the hair shaft until you get to the roots. I always section my hair before detangling. If you have very thick hair, you can do more than 2 sections. I don't have super thick hair. My hair is just normal, so I'm only doing 2. So I've got the tangles out. We're going to get the hair out of the brush, and a little bit of fallout is always normal. We're going to put that in the trash can so it's not all over the place. You also want, in your hairbrush detangling arsenal, hold on, this is hair in there. One of these types of things. I think this is also the brand Wet to Straight. Do you want out, baby? You can go. You just want to paw at the door? Okay, whatever. It's got like the boar bristles, or synthetic boar bristles, and then also the little like plastic things to help get through your hair. And this is really good at distributing natural and like natural oils and any other oils that you've put in your hair. It's good at distributing them down the hair shaft to get to the ends. So really focus on your roots, bringing that oil down, even if you haven't just oiled your scalp. If you've got, any natural hair oils, you always want to be brushing your hair in the morning and in the evening. Same with detangling in the morning and in the evening. If you have your hair down while you're playing during the day, you want to make sure to hit it with your detangling brush in the middle of the day. But it is always best practice to keep your hair up during the day, either in like a loose braid, 2 loose braids, or like a very loose ponytail. I recommend using a nice scrunchie. These are really good for your hair during the day. If you want a ponytail, just kind of putting it back, just like that. You might have to do it a couple of times if the scrunchie falls out, but that's going to be best for your hair to make it not tangle. What's best is to put it in a braid, but I know we don't always want to wear braids all day, every day. Like, that's not, like, we're not doing that. So I think that is it. Let me double check. I'm not editing this video, I don't care. Scalp oil, blah, blah. Okay, yes, also, doing a hair mask occasionally can be really nice. And just especially focusing on the ends, like, especially if you have like bleach damage, if you've bleached your hair, or, if you've been in the sun for a really long time and your hair feels like crispy, which it never should. Let's be very like upfront here, your hair should never feel crispy, but if you've done something to your hair and it feels crispy or like it's tangly, extra tangly, doing a hair mask can be really nice. You can buy those like really anywhere. Avoid heat styling, like straightening, curling. I try to only do heat styling like once a week or once every other week. If you're heat styling your hair, literally anytime you use any heat on your hair, you need to be using a heat protectant to protect your hair from the heat. If you don't use a heat protectant, your hair can start getting crispy and nasty, and that's really bad. So always use a heat protectant. This one's from Redken. I don't know. Anything will do. This is just what I have. Again, it's like a year and a half old. It's just what I have. What else do I have before I shower? Yes, also, I know you guys don't want to hear this, your kids, but healthy diet, exercise is always good for your hair. Making sure you're getting foods, fruits, vegetables, proteins, carbohydrates, all that kind of stuff. Fish, like salmon, with that like very healthy fatty acids, healthy fats, always good for your hair. Like fish, avocados, like stuff like that will keep your hair nice and shiny. So I'm gonna go ahead and shower. Let me show you what I use for my shampoo. I'm currently using the Herbal Essences Bio Renew, sulfate-free eucalyptus and potent aloe scalp balance. I tend to have a very oily scalp, so I like the scalp balancing stuff. If you don't have an oily scalp, you can choose something different. This is just what I'm using, this shampoo and conditioner. So when you get your shampoo, you want to really, really saturate your hair with water. So your hair should be dripping wet, no dry patches. Make sure you're really getting in there, sectioning your hair, getting it wet all over the place. And then once you get your shampoo, you never want to be rubbing your hair with your hands and tangling it. You want to, get your shampoo and go in there really gentle, just like that, so that you're never tangling that hair. Always get the back and the front, some of that, really make sure that you're getting in there and getting it all clean. If you need to rinse and do another little bit of shampoo to get everything out, you can always do that. Never, ever, ever get the ends. You only want to be shampooing your scalp because the ends are very fragile, and as you rinse that shampoo, it will go down your ends and clean them. So you don't need to worry about shampooing your ends. That's only going to tangle them. I always shampoo first, and then put, like, first thing I do when I get in the shower, and then put on my conditioner. Always, again, starting with the ends, and we're never rubbing to create friction. Always just kind of going through really, really gentle, making sure you're getting it on those ends, and then working up. You can kind of comb through really gently to make sure it's on everything. Get up here, and then you should have kind of just like a little bit of shampoo or conditioner residue left, and you can just kind of rub it on your scalp. And then leave that in there for the whole rest of the time you're showering, always never using hot water, just like a nice warm, lukewarm water. That's good for your skin and your hair. So I'm going to go ahead and shower, and then I'll show you how I do my hair care after I shower. Okay, I've had my shower, so, obviously when you're done with your shower, your hair's going to be sopping wet, but I had to get dressed. So when you get out of the shower, you're going to, before you put your towel on, just kind of scrunch off any extra moisture. And then I always use my towel first, so I just plop right over like that. And do like one fold so that it's not tight, and fold it over. You never want to feel any tugging at your hairline. It should be really, really loose. Like, if I move around or like go like that, it's gonna fall over. That's perfect. That is what you want from a towel. Can I help you, Kate? Hang out with your daddy, please. So now you're kind of drying. You can go about your business, do your skincare, and, or not all your skincare, but I don't know your life. But when you're ready to finish drying your hair, kind of pop it over, use your towel, and just scrunch it really gently. It's probably still going to have some moisture, and that is fine, that's good. You can use, I also really like to use just like a really old t-shirt to dry my hair. It's very gentle. It's gentler than a towel, but if you're using your towel correctly, it shouldn't really make that big of a difference. Like, I don't think it makes that big of a difference, but just scrunch your hair, all that fun stuff. What I use on my hair after I shower is an oil and a leave-in conditioner. So the oil that I really like is just this argan oil. It's from OGX. You can get it on Amazon. Sorry, there's like something in my eye. Amazon, CVS, Myers, like literally anywhere. It's all over the place. I put in like that much, maybe a little more. Rub it in your hands, make it nice and warm, and just kind of scrunch it on the ends. Run it through your hair. Your hair should still not really have any tangles in it. If you're drying it correctly, it should not be tangled. Scrunch it up in there, make sure you're getting all of your hair strands. But again, really, really gentle. You want to treat your hair kind of like a newborn baby. Like, if you touch it too hard, it's gonna break. So you always want to be super, super gentle and just kind of not rub, but get off any excess on your scalp. So after that, I'm gonna scrunch again just to get any kind of excess off and any extra moisture. Just really gentle. I'm gonna go in with my comb, which again, you shouldn't really have any tangles, but you know, that's really it. I didn't have any tangles, but it was good to check. This is what I'm using right now. It's like expensive, but I got it for Christmas from someone, so I'm just using it up right now. I like it, but it's nothing really special. I actually prefer the Miracle 10, Miracle 12. It's in that little purple bottle. In like CVS, Target, again, literally anywhere. It's all over the place. It's in a little purple bottle. It says like Miracle 12, Miracle 10, or something like that. It's got like a purple cap. So I'm just gonna do one pump. If I was using my normal detangler, my normal like Miracle 10, Miracle 12, whatever the heck, I would spray it like a few times into my hand and rub it, and then kind of like run my fingers through my hair, get the ends, because that's where the most breakage occurs. I say detangler, but it's really a leave-in conditioner. Again, flip it over, scrunch it. For curly folks, this is helping your curls, I guess, form. For us straight hair folks, we're really just getting the product on all of our hair strands. Again, just kind of get any excess off there. So then, you can either let your hair dry naturally, like that, and try really not to touch it when it's wet, just let it do its thing, or you can put it in a couple of braids or something to dry. If you're, if you're running and playing right after your shower, definitely put your hair up. See if I can show you guys. So for your braids, you're just gonna section in 3. These are really loose and messy because I'm, gonna take them out and let my hair dry on its own after this. But you're just crossing the outsides over the middle. And that's how I would let my hair dry. So, final thoughts. Washing your hair every other day, every 2 days is usually a good idea. It depends on your scalp type. I have very oily hair, so sometimes I do have to wash mine every day. That's what shampoo is for. It's not that big of a deal. As long as you're taking good care of your hair, oiling it, conditioning it, all that jazz, you're gonna be fine. But yeah, washing it about every other day is usually the best for your hair, because you do want some of those natural oils to be going down your hair shaft. Detangling it, keeping it free of tangles. Matting is really bad. That's when your tangles get like really tangly and it's really hard to get them out. This is a good detangler spray. It's a curl leave-in. My husband uses it because he has curly hair. But I found this is really nice for detangling like tough knots. But yeah, all that stuff should really help you take care of your hair. Altogether, just remember, treat your hair like a newborn baby. Try not to let it get it tangled, and you should be good.